Good like, and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Helicopter stuff. Right, so, specializations. I have unlocked almost everything for helicopters. I did 10 search and rescue missions. I managed to get S rating for all of them. I think they must have changed where the pickups are. I had one that was in trees, that was a bit of a nightmare, and I had two people that were in water. And I had to land at the side of the water and then get my guy in. Because your character basically walks on water. It doesn't sink to the bottom or anything. So I had to walk across the water. They were right at the edge, but still too far away for the helicopter to actually reach. So we've got search and rescue hoist unlocked, and we've got cargo transport hook unlocked as well. And we've got agricultural, because I did so many soft and bush runway landings during the 10 search and rescue missions that it unlocked the 15 I needed. Right, so back to HQ, let's go to missions. Oh my god, yeah, I had to move up to Norway to find actual factual missions for the search and rescue. There wasn't any. I started doing ones down here. Oh, there is one now. These ones were difficult in the sort of Andes mountains. they weren't great, and there was lots down here in the Alps as well, and they just disappeared for about 2 days. I could not find any missions at all until I went up to Norway. See, there's one here now. And this wasn't here before. Oh well. I am looking for the cargo one. I think it's up in Alaska. There it is. Construction shipment for the Bruce oil rig team. Yes. Okay, never been up to Alaska, so not sure how this is going to go. There you go. There's the rig. So we're picking up from a boat. That's fine. There you go. Oh, it's got the crossbow hull configuration. I think they all have that. You get some of these in the North Sea, but it's more commonly in the sort of older standard type. But it's cool. You don't normally do this in the North Sea. This is not something it's done at all. Supply boats come in, and then the cranes on the rig lift containers or tanks or whatever they need off of the boat. The only time helicopters go out to oil rigs in the North Sea is to drop off and pick up personnel. There you go. I've got my boiler suit on, for we're ready for action. It's got the mirrors, so you can see the cargo underneath. That's pretty cool. This is kind of very quiet for an oil rig. We're also up beside Alaska, so I'm surprised that the weather is so nice here. Right, removeth the engine cover. The co-pilot could have done this, but oh well. Right, jump in the helicopter. Fire her up. The warning lights are going down. Contact the ground team.
Engines started preparing for takeoff. Please be
We
ready.
sure are. Right, we won't need PO heat, but we'll throw it on. It's kind of cool. These oil rigs are they're good assets. They are very realistic. They're very clean though.
Here's the deal today, team.
Normally they're not as clean.
It's time to pick up the massive load at the oil rig located near the tanker. They have a new heavy power unit on board we need to pick up.
Okay, we need to pick up a heavy. Where's the horn again? It doesn't really matter. We don't need it. Right, so we're waiting for the engine to spool up. So it's going to go up, and then it's going to go down, and then it's going to rise again, and then we should be able to go... Yeah, so we've got hoist, sling. That's pretty neat. I don't think those buttons are operable. Alright, I think we should be good to go. Right, where are we heading? Where's the boat? Boat's over there. Alright, let's get a sort of stable hover. Right, so there's our cable. Okay, into the pickup area.
39897. Leaving Bruce Helideck with 2 packs. Approaching the pickup zone in 30 seconds.
30 seconds, really?
N39897, Docker 2, copy. 30 seconds up. Wind speed 12 knots. 2 souls on board. Negative on refueling.
We shouldn't need refueling. There is something there over to the left. I don't know what that is. Right, now the ship is obviously a lot lower down than the oil rig is. So I'm gonna start to slow her down now. We'll come in slowly. Okay, that'll do.
Docker 2 N39897 requesting pickup clearance. Green deck, everything clear now.
Okay. Everything is cleared apparently.
I've always wanted to pursue this career, haven't you? It feels like we're living our childhood dream every day.
What is going on? People are literally flying out of the helicopter. And we're way past the ship. Yeah, that was really weird. That seemed very buggy. I want to do this quickly. The approach was all wrong there, but it really threw me off the way the cable is sort of moving around. Right, so this is a nice sort of speed and a nice sort of height. Yeah, those... I don't know how they do this in real life, but those 2 men on the heli deck are not in a great position. Right, hold on. See, that's weird, because I would class this as being in the opportune spot. Please don't tell me this is bugged. Right, I'll come up a touch.
Lots of new faces down there. Hopefully they are prepared. If not, we could be in trouble.
Now we're fine. It's getting hard to hold this steady.
Cargo properly secured. Weight distribution on point for a safe flight.
Alright, up she goes. I want to actually see the cargo. It's kind of weird. The cargo is kind of... Ooh, that didn't sound great. Oh. Yeah, I want to be there.
Docker 2 N39897, leaving port with 2 packs en route to Bruce platform. Load 1,543 pounds. N39897 copy. Fly safe.
I head back to the rig. Probably not gonna get the S tier I needed for this. That's okay though. I kind of want to zoom way out. No, you can't see the load. Alright. It's one thing I'm not very good at is when the camera is not directly behind, I often like veer off and stuff. Like there, I was looking at the helicopter from the front and didn't realise that when I was lifting off, the thing was going backwards. Right, request clearance to dump this stuff.
Clearance to proceed offload. To engage offload ops.
Right, see again, I don't know. Does the mirror actually work? No, you can't see anything in those mirrors. Right, spin it round. See, and that's genuinely my issue, is I don't know where the cargo is. It could literally be stuck under the helideck right now. And I would not know. Right, maybe go there. Right, there we go. I thought we were taking over a power generator. It just looks like a pipe rack. Right, so it is above. Now I need to bear in mind that I need to land this. See those guys standing on the edge of the helideck? This is madness. Move forward a touch. God, that swing is awful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, lads. We're not...
Not on target, readjust.
Yeah, we're... I didn't want to drop it there. I don't want to drop it there either. Get down. Right, I'm gonna...
Not good. I can't secure the load.
Yeah, I know. Whatever these pipes or whatever are just like rolling away. Right, come on. Unload it.
Load secure.
Right, well that was a better. At least it's dropped off at the side of the helipad. Make approach to helipads. Start bringing them down.
Good job, guys. Swing by when you're red, and we'll go over your stats.
Oh well, that's the helicopter down. That was a harder landing than I would have liked. There you go, there's your pipe, lads. Yeah, because they'll have to use a crane to move this from the helideck over to the derrick, the drilling derrick, if they're running this pipe. Throw on the brakes, the rotor brake. What is this? Bering carriers. That's okay, because we're in the Bering Sea. Alaska is very pretty. I would imagine the weather is not like this often. Right, yay. Imagine we got the S tier for this. But I don't think we will. It was pretty, somewhat it was pretty rough. But it was my first ever one. Execution time was good. Ensuring...
Down, so just replace it, and we'll have power
best around
For
here.
sure.
Conditions must be pretty tough in bad weather.
What the hell? There's two people speaking at once. I got the S though. How much money did I get? Because if it's decent money, I'm thinking that 4 grand. But this idiot got 55 grand. And these missions don't take long, so you could probably do like 4 of them in an hour. That's 200,000. I'm thinking about buying a used Airbus 125. Right, so I've unlocked. Oh yeah, I've got these now. Yeah, there's a couple right here. Right, let's go to other places where there are oil rigs. Yeah, there's a few here. See, you could just buy one. Inlet rig. You could just buy a helicopter and just sit there. It's pretty cool now. Now we've got stuff up in Alaska. Where else have we unlocked? Is it oil rigs only for the H125 or nothing here, eh? Nothing in Florida either. I wouldn't mind doing like a sort of land. And again, you can't change the stuff in here, which is infuriating. No, I'm not seeing it. I think it's like oil rigs only. Which is kind of sad, if I'm honest. Okay. Alright, well, there are oil rigs. Yeah, the Sea Challenger. There's obviously more than that. There will be more sort of up here. I think that's a rig. Yeah, oil rig. The Heborn. So there's some here. Let's go over to the UK. Yeah, there's lots over here. Hold on, what's the names of these places? Service for North Sea rig. Doesn't tell you, just says... Doesn't really give you the name of the platform. It does. Oh, okay. The Safe Pioneer. What's this one? Why is there 2 here? What are you? Maybe that's not the Safe Pioneer. This one, I'm confused. I'm gonna do this one because it's confusing me. From OL61. Alright, so it is. Oh, it's a semi-submersible. Okay, so this is not. Well, that's fine. Accept the mission. Yeah, there are so many rigs in the North Sea. On the sort of Scottish side and the Norwegian side. If you just bought a helicopter and then shuffled them around the rigs, you'd make a fortune. They're so close as well, so the transport cost to be between moving rigs is not going to be expensive. Now there are oil rigs beside Russia as well, and in the Middle East, offshore platforms. But I kind of thought there would be some on land type jobs as well. As I said, this sort of lifting stuff. Yeah, okay, this sounds a bit more... Oh god. Sounds a bit more oil riggy. I've removed that, yep. Brit Sky. No. Carried away there. I don't have a co-pilot for this one, that's fine. Ah, the heli deck netting. So this is like a... Most rigs in the North Sea have this. Right, Control E. Look for the engine to start up. What's going on with that? It's weird. That should say Brett Sky Traders. There's our boat. I'd like to see a variety of different boats. That'd be cool. Right, contact the ground team now that the engine's been fired up.
For takeoff. Please be ready. Copy that we're getting in position.
Okay, so those guys are not wearing the correct gear for helideck crew in an RC.
Brief before you leave. The service tanker just arrived. We need to hook and bring a gen set to the drop zone indicated on your map.
Right, take off from helipad. We'll let this settle out. You can get helicopters like these in North Sea oil rigs, but they're normally only used for taking out like VIPs and stuff. Right, let's get up. There we go. Right, up we go. Obviously we don't want to crash into that crane, so it's got the flare stack. That's pretty neat.
Coded 2 in 39897. Leaving SOA's Pioneer helideck with 2 packs. Approaching the pickup zone in 30 seconds.
N39897, coded 2, copy that. 30 seconds up. Wind speed 0 knots. 2 souls on board. Negative on refueling.
No refueling required. We're literally just traveling about a mile. Right, slow her right down.
Coded 2 in 3989. 7 requesting pickup clearance. Green deck, everything clear now. I'm really fond of this bird. It's a real beauty. You'll see, little bird. We'll take great care of you. Yeah, I gave a nickname, but sometimes it's like it's an old friend. I'm sure you feel the same way too, Captain.
No. Right, so I don't know what we're picking up here. It's obviously just wrapped in cargo net. Okay, I have to be higher. A little bit higher. I genuinely thought that would have been high enough. Now, still, the pickup team still aren't happy.
Spot on hold position.
Well, that was weird. On, get hooked up.
Lots of new faces down there. Hopefully they are prepared. If not, we could be in trouble.
Right, they tell me I can go. Yeah, lift cargo. Just go. Just get it up. There we go. Right, spin around.
Coda 2 in 3989. 7 leaving port with 2 packs en route to SOSL Pioneer platform. Load 1,323 pounds. In 39897, copy that. Fly safe.
Alright, let's head out. I'm gonna pass just to the left of that crane.
Requesting clearance to engage offload operation. Green deck permission to engage offload ops.
Alright, hold on. I need to see this again. Yeah, I think I can come down. I'm clear of the crane. I think I'm clear of the heli deck, so yeah, we're good. About there, please. Don't kill the deck crew, guys. About there. Forward a touch. About there. That's perfect.
Net unstowed. Load secure.
Alright, sweet. Rise up. Make approach to helipad. No, because we're basically there. Come back, please. Thank you.
The tanker crew is heading out and sends their compliments for this efficient operation. Drop by when you're available. We'll go over your impressive stats together.
Impressive stats. Haha. There's my cargo. Alright, looking good. That was easy. What's going on down here? Oh, it's stuff on the windscreen. That was something in the water. Let's throw that on. Right, so there she is, shutting down. Looking good. Man, I thought execution time was pretty decent, but that's another S though. We only needed the one. Alright, do that please. 7.5 grand. See, the 94,000 we would have got for that. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying a helicopter and just running. There's so many around here. Yeah, okay. And then you can go all across along here, all the way up here. These are all oil rigs. They're probably all more than likely. Like there's one up here. That's the Dunbar. That's a Clare. I've been on the Dunbar and a Clare. I haven't been in a Clare on a Clare Ridge. Yeah, we're coming into like North Alwyn. There's the Heather. What's that one? Oh, the Hemda Oil. So that's into like Norwegian. Ninian, been there. So there's the Ninian South, and then there's the Ninian Central, and then there's the Ninian North. That's the Alwyn North. Although those rigs were being decommissioned, so it might be the Ninian North might be gone now. That's in the Norwegian sector. Cormorant Alpha still in North Sea. Cormorant North, yeah. The Tern, been on a Tern. Yeah, so buy a helicopter, take over the North Sea, do this. I can't see any land. There's a land-based one. Oh, I want to do this. Right, we're doing it. Hammer Hiker's cabin is damaged after years of exposure to the elements, critical repair materials. I knew there were ones for land. I've seen other people doing them. But yeah, 94 grand for a 10-minute mission to pick stuff up from a boat and drop it off in an oil rig is absurd. This looks very far away. I'm scared. Okay, let's rock and roll. Man, the music's intense. It's like thriller music. Right, here we go. CDMR. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Yep. People cover can go. So if you did 10 missions and you bought one of these for like £1 million, you'd basically almost have paid off the entire helicopter. Right, let's get this fired up. Oh, this is gonna have me have the worst taxi ever.
Engines start preparing for takeoff. Please be ready.
I'm ready.
Copy that we're getting in position.
Born ready.
Here's the deal today, team. Yes. Electric Visla hut needs to be refurbished, but there's no way to transport all the gear there except by air.
The Derek Svisla.
Pick up the load from the stocks and deliver it to the lodge in the designated area. Everything is on your map.
She didn't pronounce her name first, and I've kind of would have liked to have known what her name was. It's like Siona or something.
Echo November Hotel Alpha Traffic November Tree 989 is taxiing to runway tree.
On a plus note, the hold short is right there. So thank God for that. Right, it is kind of cold in Norway, so we will throw on the pitot heat, anti-cliff. Oh, there's the horn. There you go. Now all the lights are. Fault light bingo is complete. Right, up we go. get into the hold short. Remember, you've got a cable underneath, but if you're too high, the game won't accept it. Okay, enter the runway, take off, enter runway 33. It probably shouldn't be just dragging the cable along the ground. So this one will be longer because it'll be a longer flight back to the heliport. There you go. We've entered the runway, climb, off we go. Climb to 950 feet. I wonder where you have to go and pick up the stuff from. I'm hoping it's en route. Alright, hold on. Get up to 950. Up you come. There you go. Pick up area. Not that far away. In fact, it's like right there. Is it back at the airport? Oh god damn it, it's right in the middle of the runway. Why ask me to go to 950 feet just to come in to pick up this? It's kind of dumb. Excuse me, lads. Gotta pick up the repair kit for the cabin. Right, again, I can't see them moving, which means we're not.
Position, you're right on target.
Ah,
You're not over the target.
I am over target. Go.
You're right on target. Captain, you're still not above the target. Perfectly aligned.
Christ.
The position is still wrong. Full position. Captain, still impossible to hook. Spot on position.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good lads.
Balanced, ready for departure.
Up you come. Lift cargo. Right. Oh my god. 7 nautical miles. That's
Trek
a lot.
3989. 7 leaving port with 2 packs en route to deposit zone. Load 1,323 pounds.
In 39897, Roger. Fly safe.
I don't know how fast you can actually go with the load on it. So yeah, this might take a while. And then we have to fly back. Alright. It is what it is. If I sacrifice the correction, I might. There you go. We'll increase sim rate.
I'm really fond of this bird. It's a real beauty.
That's right.
This chopper of ours will take great care of you. Yeah, I gave it a nickname, but sometimes it's like it's an old friend. I'm sure you feel the same way too, Captain.
Not really. Alright, we're getting there. So, although there's more to see, there's a lot more scenery and a lot more things going on, doing drops like this. I would still like the ocean ones, because they're very fast and they're very simple. I would imagine that you could possibly get
Hopefully, they are prepared.
a lot more money for
If not,
this.
you could be in trouble.
No, no, we'll be fine. All they have to do is unhook the cargo lady. It's not rocket science. We're picking up a bit of speed. Over 70 knots.
Oil rigs and wind turbines before, so supplying a shelter should be a piece of cake. However, I'm not taking anything for granted because that's how mistakes are made.
Yeah, well, you're not the one flying, lady. Elise, your co-pilot. You leave that. You let me worry about dropping the stuff off. Plus, we've already determined that I am a master at dropping stuff off oil rigs. Right, we're almost there. Woofed. This helicopter isn't really that bad to control, even in increased sim rate, but it's the fact that it's got no trim and you have to hold your stick in place constantly. Right, reduce the sim rate. I wanna... Where's the cargo? Yeah, it's just a horrible view though. Right, there's the drop area. I don't see the cabin. I do see a road, so they probably could have just driven this up. And there seems to be a few things going on here. Right, hold on, bring it down. So is it the one on the left or the stuff to the right? Should be well high. We should be high enough here. Oh, why do we have to fly to this drop area? It's so stupid. Surely we're in range here. There we go. Right. Request clearance for the drop.
Clearance to proceed offload. Green dead permission to engage offload ops.
Right, over there. Right, sort of hold it. Hold it steady. Okay, so I can sort of see from this angle where we're supposed to be. I thought those were people down there, but they're deer. Okay, now they're running because the helicopter's here. That's pretty realistic. Right, we should now be clear of those trees. Are we clear of the trees? I don't know. I want to be a fair bit over. I think I still want to be a fair bit over. Oh man, swinging, 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 swinging. Oofed. Now we're still quite high up, that's fine. There is a tree in front of me though. Right, come on. Should be close. You can sort of gauge it with the way the shadow sort of looks. Right, hold on. Unhook it, please. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on. Come on, dude.
Net unstowed. Load
nice. Fly to Staffsburg. I'm on it. Yeah, that one was a bit... It felt more... Even though the target area was bigger, it sort of felt more difficult. I don't know why. Right, increased sim rate for our flight back over the trees. We should be able to go a hell of a lot faster now. But we didn't hit anything, we didn't hit any trees, we didn't hit the building with the load and the way in, so we should sort of be okay here. Contact arrival airport. Announce our position. Still high enough over those trees.
I'm curious
I heard
about
the place needs some serious repairs. Looks like it's going to be under construction for a good while.
From the ground, it must be quite an experience, right?
There were 3 people there, all talking at once. It's madness. Right, downwind 45-degree entry. I'm hoping this is an easy entry and it's not something daft. But it should be 45 degrees in the runway. Right. Get the sim rate back to normal. Aw, look at Norway. It's so pretty. Right. Cable's still way high off the ground, so we should be fine. What is that? Absolute nonsense. Yeah, I thought it was strange. I couldn't see the airfield, and the reason I couldn't see it is because we're still like a mile away. Alright, increase sim rate. And decrease sim rate until we perform this turn. Sort of near the coast as well. It's pretty cool. That's weird, it was like snowing back there and there's no snow here. It's odd. Round you come, right. Let ATC know what the plan is.
Echo November Hotel Alpha Traffic November Tree 98997 is on final runway. Tree to land.
Tree. Alright, just kill the speeds. Is that not low enough? Ah, okay. Yes. Stop at hold short. Okay, that's weird. Are we landing over this side? Because we started over on the left there. Well, the ground crew is there, so that's a good sign. Is this gonna make me do something stupid like backtrack back to the original starting point? Ah, come on, surely. Okay. You sure are. Oh, that was a roughish landing.
And now it's time for the debrief.
Well, she didn't sound... The guys in the rig were like, "Oh, you're amazing skill. And you're so good." And she was like, "Well, you can tick that box as though you've done it. You didn't do great, but it's done." Right, so that was a slightly longer mission, but I wanted to do a land one as well as the rig ones. As long as there's no weather, the oil rig ones are really easy. See if we did as good on this. Congratulations. Doo-doo. Execution time was 100%, but drop cargo precision was crap. Really? Why? It was in the spot. Oh, I think screw you, game. That was perfect. Yeah, see, 106,000 for that. If you were doing it on 111,000, if you were doing it on your own. All right, we're up to stuff. Okay, so in the next episode, we are gonna do the search and rescue hoist, and then an episode after that, we'll do the agricultural aviation. We will do the ATP, and then we'll do the mission for this in another episode, and then we'll be back on, well, the problem is, we'll do this, transport airline, we'll do the airline pilot license, and then we'll do this, but this, the Viking is still broken, and I don't want to touch it until it's fixed. Because I've heard this mission can be excruciating in the aircraft's current state. So until that's fixed, just gonna leave it. And then this, I believe, yeah, it's gonna take... These missions are long, and I don't think there is missions for this yet, or there definitely isn't missions for this. Yeah. Oh no, maybe we can do this, the heavy. That'd be cool. Yeah, okay, so we've still got a few more videos left to do of this. I'm having a lot of fun. Just sitting there making my own sort of money. It's obviously going to be really tedious to try and grind for something like a 737 MAX 8. And the used one I've heard is pretty bad, but we'll see. But we'll leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment, or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you'd like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Men, this has been Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and I will catch you later.